Good evening and welcome to UK Insight Watch, your trusted source for clear, concise and credible reporting on Britain's most important political developments. Here we break down the headlines, analyse the facts and bring you the full story behind the day's biggest events. This is UK Insight Watch, where insight meets truth.
Shadow Secretary of State Robert Jenrick.
Mr. Speaker, Fawad Awale is an extremist and double murderer who later took a prison officer hostage and demanded the release of the radical cleric Abu Qatada. He is the definition of evil. And yet, the Justice Secretary's Department is now set to pay him compensation, as his ECHR rights have apparently been infringed, because he couldn't associate with monsters like those who killed Lee Rigby. Will the Justice Secretary ensure that not a single penny of taxpayers' money is handed over to this man? And if he won't, and he puts our membership of the ECHR above the interests of the British people, will he put his money where his mouth is and pay any so-called compensation himself?
Secretary of State.
I know that the Right Honourable Gentleman is always keen to get headlines, but he knows that the consequences of judgments and what then impacts on government and any payments made have been an issue for successive governments for the entire time that he and I have been on the planet. He knows that we're committed to the ECHR, so this is not the time to start revising decisions that have effectively been made by our courts.
Robert Jenrick, sharp, furious, direct attack.
Mr. Speaker, this is not an ordinary case. We're talking about an individual who was a danger to society, remains a danger today, and will continue to be a danger tomorrow. And yet this government's department is preparing to hand him taxpayers' money, simply because he couldn't mix with criminals just as dangerous as himself. Is this what Britain has become? So I'll ask the Justice Secretary directly. Can you guarantee that not a single penny will be given to this man? Or are you once again putting the demands of foreign courts above the rights and expectations of the British people?
David Lammy.
Mr. Speaker, the Right Honourable Gentleman is, as usual, more focused on creating drama than engaging with reality. He knows perfectly well what the consequences of legal rulings are, and he knows that every government, his party included, has had to deal with these challenges for decades.
Our commitment is to the rule of law, not to manufactured headlines. This is not some new issue. It is part of long-standing legal constraints faced by every administration. Robert Jenrick. So what you're really saying is that you'll simply throw your hands up and pay whatever you're told to pay? The British people want action from you, not excuses. David Lammy. Mr. Speaker, we follow the law and introduce reforms where they're needed. But I completely reject the implication that we are somehow rewarding this individual. Distorting legal processes might be his preferred approach, but it is not ours.